Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the somewhat new Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures repacked 3 3/4 inch action figures from Hasbro. Now I managed to find these figures at my local Toys R Us here in Canada for about $5. They normally retail at $10 a piece, which is a serious ripoff in my opinion, because I don't know if 3 3/4 inch 5 POA figures are worth $10. I definitely don't want to pay $10 for them, but for $5 I thought I'd take a look because it's coming in the new Galaxy of Adventures Star Wars packaging. It's a repacked figure. There's 2 waves currently out right now featuring some of the classic characters from the Star Wars trilogy, original trilogy I might add. And this is basically Hasbro's attempt, I guess, to resell the original trilogy and the lore behind it to a much younger audience. So not sure if this is something that, you know, adult-based collectors are looking to pick up, but I thought the packaging looked pretty interesting for Galaxy of Adventures. I haven't watched the corresponding YouTube channel that they've set up online, I guess with like some animation clips to really explain some of the different storylines from the original trilogy. But I did like the packaging overall, and for, you know, 50% off essentially, thought we would check them out here on the channel. Now, what's cool about these Galaxy of Adventures type figures is that they do have a Minicomic and digital code that comes with each one of these things, which I assume is just another retelling of some of the more classic scenes from the original trilogy. So if you want to pick these guys up, you can definitely use the QR code here. So if you guys are interested, it does come with a mini comic and a digital code that pretty much, I guess, gives you a retelling of some of the more iconic scenes that features these characters from the original trilogy. But overall, definitely something that I thought was interesting just to look at. Again, for $5, not a bad pickup in my opinion. Let's just open these guys up and see what the figures look like on the inside. So here's a closer look out of the packaging for, I would say, the more interesting figure of the 2 that I got from the Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures line from Hasbro. This is the repacked version of Darth Vader in the Last Jedi wave, wave 3 I believe, from last year's release. He is exactly the same figure, but without the Force Link technology, obviously. You know, despite the fact that there's a lack of articulation here, it is a fantastic looking thing. I mean, the level of detail, as always, with these new Hasbro 3 3/4 inch figures, I've always said that, you know, if you don't pay full price for them, you pay maybe 50% off, you get them for like $5 or under $5, it's definitely worth it. As always, the level of detail here is great. I think there's even like a tinge of red chrome here on the helmet itself, which is great. Again, it definitely looks very Darth Vader. He's able to hold his lightsaber with 2 hands as well, which is a bonus. And he's also got swivel wrists as well. So he's not actually 5 points of articulation technically. This guy's got 7, which is a plus, of course. I wish he was super articulated, unfortunately, but he's not. But this is probably one of the better looking Darth Vaders we've gotten last couple of years. I mean, for comparison's sakes, here he is next to the Rogue One version of Darth Vader. Again, this one wasn't so bad when it came out. Again, it's 5 POA, but, you know, I just think the one that we got here from the Last Jedi wave, and now repacked here in the Galaxy of Adventures, just looks a little bit better. I love the level of detail here a little bit more. Even more soft PVC material here on the newer Vader. Even onto his chest piece here. The secondary robe here is a separate piece. So again, a lot more detail here on this version of Darth Vader compared to what we got for the Rogue One release, and he even looks more like Darth Vader. I think the helmet is definitely more on point. Now, on top of the figure, we also have packaged within each Galaxy of Adventures package a mini comic. This one is for Vader, obviously. I'm just going to quickly go through it with you. Don't know what this really is. Story so far: Darth Vader, powerful Sith Lord working for the evil Empire. Vader is in a trap for the Rebel Alliance. So this is basically just going through one of those scenes from, again, and looks like it's from Empire Strikes Back. Yep. Having the lightsaber duel. Cloud City. Is this the, this is the I Am Your Father scene. So I guess that's the whole point to, the Galaxy of Adventures. It's to really reintroduce young children to some of the more iconic scenes from the original trilogy. Again, those movies are 30 years, 40 years old now, so I guess it's a pretty good marketing strategy here by Disney and Hasbro to repackage, 5 POA figures with new comics and animation online to attract the attention of kids, because, Star Wars needs a new generation of fans, I just wished we had more super articulated versions of these great, highly detailed figures to really support some of the older collectors like myself as well. But this was the Darth Vader for Galaxy of Adventures, and let's take a quick look at the other figure that I picked up in this line. So here's the other figure that we picked up. Here is Chewbacca out of packaging. The original trilogy Chewbacca, the co-pilot as he's called here on the packaging for Galaxy of the Adventures. Again, this is the same old Chewbacca that we've seen before, 5 POA. You can't even really move his head because, it's the hair gets in the way and you can't do anything about it. His little chest piece here is a separate piece, which is nice, but that's pretty much it. Swivel legs, a very basic action figure, 5 POA. It looks great, I gotta say. I mean, it looks very, very detailed, which is awesome. His crossbow that he comes with, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get him to actually hold it, so that's a bit of a disappointment, Hasbro. But you know what? For $5, I mean, this is pretty much a Happy Meal toy. At least it stands pretty well. I mean, what more can you expect? Here he is next to the Last Jedi release of Han Solo, 5 POA version. I guess the scale looks pretty good, but, for $5, can't really complain. Not much to see with the figure. Let's take a quick look at the comic that comes with Chewbacca in Galaxy of Adventures line. Again, same deal as the Darth Vader comic. More iconic scenes featuring the co-pilot, Chewie. This looks like it's the scene from A New Hope, the first Star Wars, where they go and try to check out the Death Star. The "That's no moon" scene. Yep, definitely Han and Luke in Stormtrooper disguise. This is the iconic stuff translated into a comic series for kids. When I was a kid, I would have loved to have gotten something like this. So you know what, I gotta give Disney some credit. This was a great way to market some of the older content in the Star Wars universe to kids. So looks pretty cute as well. Great gift for any younger Star Wars fan out there. So that was a quick look at the Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures line of figures featuring Darth Vader and Chewbacca. What do you guys think about this new line of toys from Hasbro? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Obviously, these toys are not meant for adult-based collectors, but you know, I thought they make for pretty good gifts for some of your younger Star Wars fans, maybe for your kids as well, to share some of the more iconic, you know, storylines from the original trilogy to your children. So kind of like it. I wouldn't recommend picking these guys up for full price, but I reckon most of them will probably hit clearance, if not already, at your local Walmart, Toys R Us, Target, whatever. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about this video. If you like it, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more great content to come. Until the next time, may the toys be with you.